Viva la raza! If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
We lie, we cheat,
We
steal.
bitch.
We lie, we cheat,
We
steal. Mamacita, we got that passion that's lasting long. Mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm.
Welcome to our second podcast of We Lie, We Cheat, We Bitch. First of all, we'll start with breaking news. Seth Rollins' injury happened at a WWE live event. Raval, what do you think
The
of that?
most depressing news to come out in the wrestling, what do you want to call it, wrestling universe, the WWE universe, in a long time, man. Since Punk left, pretty much. Didn't take long, but Punk's name's already up.
Yeah, it's already there. Absolutely sucks, doesn't it? I think they said on Raw his reign was 218 days, so and it really sucks for him because he's on such a roll at the minute.
Yeah.
He's at the peak of his career, at the beginning of his career, sort of thing.
Yeah, right.
It really sucks for him. But now apparently they're having obviously they scrapped the match.
Yeah.
Survivor Series are having a tournament to determine a new champion. What do you think on that?
It's, I know Reigns is going to walk out with the title. I just know he will walk out. And that really annoys me. I have a feeling in this whole tournament thing that, actually before I mention that, I'll just give my actual opinion on that tournament. I think, of course, it's a good fallback for, if your champion gets injured. I'm happy they're doing it at Survivor Series and not doing it on Raw and then rushing it just to give Reigns his time to shine in the main event again.
Yeah.
Like a full sort of program. But I think I prefer this way.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's good they're doing a tournament. As you said, rather than put the belt on Reigns and whatnot. Who would you like to see in that tournament, though? Like, it depends on how many people are in it. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a tournament.
So it's going to be like a King of the Ring style.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I've been waiting to see that for a while, actually.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be awesome. Who would you see in it? It's got to be obviously Reigns.
Cesaro.
Ambrose.
Wait. I was actually... Let's not say Ambrose for now. I'll say why not a bit later. But I was thinking... Actually, you know what? Maybe Ambrose, since obviously this wasn't planned for Rollins to get injured. But Ambrose, Ziggler, definitely that guy will put in the work.
He'll put in the work, but he won't get
anywhere.
Yeah. He's not going to win it.
Del Rio has a match. Is he going to be facing Swagger now?
I don't know.
Is that official?
Not too sure, if I'm honest.
Right.
I don't know if it was sort of teased on Raw because he appeared backstage.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'd love to see that guy win the title, but he won't. It's too early.
Too early for him, yeah, definitely.
But he's brilliant. I love Kevin Owens.
Ryback.
Oh, I'd hate to see Ryback.
Is it because of what Punk said?
No,
I just
it's not.
don't like his.
I don't mind Ryback, but I just don't want to see the title on him.
Yeah.
But he's everything they want in a big guy.
Yeah, the big guy, his nickname as well.
Yeah, literally, yeah. So he's a typical Vince McMahon. I want someone like Ryback as champion.
I hate his gimmick though.
Yeah.
I think it panders to the lowest common denominator. Feed me more. It's just like, I don't care. Just, wrestle.
Yeah, no.
Or give a good promo.
Definitely, man, definitely. But yeah, who else could be? I don't know. As you said, it will be a King of the Ring style, I would have thought. But there's probably not enough room for it anymore after the names we've mentioned.
Remember, they still have to there's still people already in spots across the pay-per-view. So they can't exactly just have a full King of the Ring style pay-per-view.
No, that's very true. At first, I thought it might be like a Fatal 4-Way match or something.
Right, at the beginning or something.
No, I mean, rather than a tournament, it could have just been like a Fatal 4-Way match.
Oh, okay, right.
But yeah, if it's a tournament, then yeah, it's got no idea. They got 3 hours to fit. Well, mind you, if they can do a tournament on Raw, which is a 3-hour show, to determine a number one contender, they can do it at pay-per-view.
Good point. But then remember, matches are longer on a pay-per-view, aren't they?
True, yeah, true. And they've got a big match. They'll have which we'll move on to, Brothers of Destruction and the Wyatts. Whatever's going to happen with that match. That's got to be quite a long match, isn't it, in itself?
Yeah.
So no idea what they're going to do.
And it's a Survivor Series match as well, 5-on-5. So that has to go on for a while.
Yeah, I think they're doing 4-on-4 for this.
Is it 4-on-4?
Yeah, because
Not bad.
4 Wyatts.
Right. Okay.
Unless there's they'll add someone else to it, but which I'm not sure. But yeah, back to Rollins though, knee injury, like.
Well, how long did they say he was going to be out for? Like
6 to 9 months.
Jesus.
6 to 9 months. So that means it's not only just losing the belt, he'll miss Mania. That's the way he finished Mania last year.
Exactly.
You want to see Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
He deserved to, have the whole main event structured around him, not just come in the end.
Yeah.
And even though it was great, but just give him more chance to shine. He deserved it. I mean, he's been performing brilliantly, like I said before. So, it sucks to be him at the moment. Especially sucks to be you, since you're not going to see him. In a few weeks.
Obviously, I'm off to. If you checked our Twitter page, we tweeted I'm going to be at Raw in Manchester next Monday. Representing. We lie, we cheat, we bitch. I'll hold a sign.
Yes, that would be brilliant.
But yeah, that's this Monday, and I was really obviously I've seen him live when he was with the Shield, but I was really looking forward to seeing him as champion, the big heel, the man,
exactly,
the man.
As he's been so represented.
Yeah, I'm gutted. I'm not going to see him. Really gutted.
Yeah, it really sucks.
It is what it is.
Yeah, man. But you know what? Now that he's gone, obviously for this long period of time, I can just imagine Cena out of the blue, just turning up at Survivor Series, injecting himself into the tournament, and getting to at least the final.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just going to piss me off.
It was already rumoured he's coming back early. Before he was even gone, it was rumoured he was coming back early.
Yeah, Jesus, man. Give someone else a chance to shine.
Just fuck off for a bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, it's... They'll probably bring him back, and I hope to God not, because there's so much talent there they can use for this tournament.
Exactly.
Great chance for wrestlers to put themselves out there and make themselves big and recognised by fans. But anyway, Rollins, get well soon if you're listening. I doubt it, but if you're listening, let's move on time-wise. So we mentioned Taker and Kane against the Wyatts. Rumours are it's going to be a 2-on-4 elimination match. Before you say anything, I think that's shit.
That is fucking shit,
I think that'll be shit.
Do you know why? Because you just know
the brothers.
They will win.
Yeah,
you just know it. And then what's that going to do to Wyatt? Again, leave him stranded. Exactly what happened after Mania when he faced him. So Undertaker's going to go away, and then that's it.
Absolutely. And and Kane and Undertaker, we probably won't see them. Oh, actually, I was about to say we won't see them until Survivor Series, but Undertaker's rumoured to be at SmackDown next week in Manchester. I read a couple of weeks ago. Don't know whether that's the case now.
You know what? I wouldn't even... I would expect him to even be on Raw now that there's no Rollins.
Yeah, they got to bump it up a little bit. There won't be Lesnar over here.
Yeah,
there's nothing for Lesnar to do. He probably won't be back till...
That guy don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm going to close my... If you listen to Steve or watch Steve Austin...
Still haven't watched it. I need to watch
Jesus Christ, man.
I need to watch it.
That guy's like, I leave, I lock my gate, I come back, I lock my gate, and that's it. I just stay here. That guy is not going to come to England.
No, he won't. But if it was to be... Obviously, strongly rumoured it's a 2-on-4 elimination for the Brothers' destruction against the Wyatts. If it was going to be 4-on-4... What 2 superstars would you like to see partner the brothers?
And Brian.
Ambrose and Brian.
I'm saying Brian.
Or Team Hell No back together a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be weird there, but...
or Hell Yes, whatever it is.
I think I just have this feeling in the back of my mind that...
Ambrose and Brian.
Because who else with the star power who aren't already in matches can stand with Kane and Undertaker? There's no one
Ambrose
else.
Makes sense as he's had beef with the Wyatts.
Yes.
Brian, I don't think it'll be him because the whole
storyline doesn't make sense.
It'll be a great return for a pay-per-view, but his whole injury situation, because he said himself he's clear to wrestle, but WWE don't deem him clear because obviously all the health and safety shit and.
But WWE don't deem him clear. They're just like,
Yeah.
well, we kind of need him now, so we're just
Yeah,
gonna say,
true.
no, he's all good.
If it's a chance for Vince to make money,
Yeah.
he'll make money out of
Tweak
it.
the test a bit.
I can't see it being Brian, but who
Who else?
who else?
Now with this whole tournament, you have to give the tournament some credibility by adding more star power there as well. So the whole 2-4 thing, it makes sense now. I can't see them.
You think it
making
will be 2-4?
Yeah, because like they're not going to have anyone with any sort of quality to. Honestly, who can you see? If there was no other matches, who would you? I would obviously think Cena, but Cena is off.
Yeah, no Cena.
I would think Reigns, but Reigns in the title match.
He'll probably go and win the tournament.
Exactly.
Oh, it's tricky. I don't know. I agree with Ambrose. I really wouldn't know who the fourth would be. In my mind, I'm like, there's got to be someone very obvious, but I can't picture it.
Reigns and Ambrose would have been the two, and obviously they're going to miss out on that. So that's why my feeling was like, there's just no one else who can stand on the apron with Taker and Kane while someone else is in the ring.
Yeah. Oh man.
It just won't make sense.
The boogeyman.
Oh Jesus Christ! When that guy debuted, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, brilliant! Actually,
Jesus.
they tweeted the other day. WWE tweeted the boogeyman
For Halloween.
doing Halloween pranks.
Yeah.
Oh, you never know. He could be coming back.
Oh God.
Could be teasing his return.
Oh God.
We'll move on from that one. Talking of the Wyatts, we'll jump to Raw. How awesome was that promo from Bray Wyatt?
Okay, now I'm going to say something that you're going to get really annoyed with. I kept it from you earlier.
Oh, here we go.
Right? I kept it from you earlier. Don't get me wrong.
From the We Lie, We Cheat, We Bitch pre-show.
Yeah, the pre-show, yeah. I liked it, of course. What am I saying?
Wade Bryan.
He kicks ass in his promos, right?
Yes,
He is so in his character, and the other guys, they don't even have to say anything. They can stand behind him, and it's all good, right? They literally, that's how they can make their money.
At him like Luke Harper does with them crazy eyes.
Jesus, yeah, exactly. Just wear a dirty shirt, wow, and get paid to do that shit. But I mean that whole pay-per-view, promo was great, but it got to a point where I was just like, honestly, you're gonna hate me for this.
Here we go.
You're gonna hate me for this. The whole Wyatt family thing. I was never really a fan of their gimmick. Right? So, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing, I'm not slating their gimmick, I'm not saying they're shit, I'm saying they're brilliant at what they do. It's just my personal opinion towards their gimmick. It's like, when The Undertaker came out, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine The Undertaker coming out now? A new guy, and he's named The Undertaker. I'll think, what the fuck? I'll class him as the same sort of boogeyman kind of concept. Like,
right.
This is bullshit. Why is there...
What if there's a character like, say, if Undertaker just debuted now?
Yeah, the dead
right,
man. He doesn't die. Like, I'm like, how old do you think I am? I'm not going to fall for that bullshit. So, like, that's how I kind of feel towards Wyatt in a way. So when he says shit like, which is fucking brilliant, by the way, when he said, I'm like the eater of worlds, what did he say about their souls?
Him and the Wyatt family harvested the souls of The Undertaker and Demon Kane, as he said. And now it's their souls are running through their veins or something. Right. That was fucking so sick, man. I watched that 3 times, that promo.
If I was a kid, I'd be like, God damn, these guys are fucking...
You'd be shit scared.
Exactly.
You'd be like, holy shit.
They fucking took out The Undertaker.
My mum's sleeping with a light on.
Yeah. But now I'm like, yeah, I kind of understand what you're trying to do, but I don't like your gimmick, so I'm not really going to be into it in the same way maybe 10 years ago as I would have been in. But that doesn't take away from the fact that what an awesome promo it was to use everything they did. But I want to say that I'm sure you want to talk about it since you're more passionate about the promo.
Well, yeah, first of all, I think the Wyatts are one of the best things in WWE.
Yeah, okay.
At the minute, so we have very different opinions there. And as you know,
I don't doubt their wrestling abilities.
No, I don't even just mean wrestling.
The gimmick,
the gimmick, I think, is brilliant. It's really, it's something you'd see, I think, in the Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression era. Right. So it's sort of, I think they're aimed obviously at the adults, hence why the adults are always behind them. But I think that promo was amazing. It was just a typical, I want to say spooky. It's relevant to like the Undertaker's gimmick in a way. The way it was done, like the lightning and the stage when they said something about hell, and then all the stage, all the fireworks, flames, everything. I just thought it was really good, and I liked the little video footage they put together of Kane and the Undertaker.
It was great.
That was cool. Just seeing Kane in his proper mask on there.
Yeah.
And
he just looked bigger. He just looks bigger.
Yeah,
he just looks so big. And so did Undertaker back then.
Yeah, but massive fan. I think that promo was brilliant, and people were saying it was the best promo in years and years and years. And we'll mention Punk again. It's probably the best promo since the pipe bomb.
Okay.
Nothing beats the pipe bomb. Nothing beats the pipe bomb. But no, it's good. I was really looking forward to that match at Survivor Series, but 2-on-4 will piss me off, I think, because as you said, the Brothers of Destruction will go and win that match.
Exactly.
Undertaker and Kane aren't what they used to be. They need two partners to carry them through that match, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Let's hope we're wrong. Let's hope it's 4-on-4, but if it's 2-on-4, then let's hope we're wrong and it's the best match on the card.
I hate to keep going back to CM Punk. Not that I don't like him, but I don't want to keep talking about him and it's not really there anymore. But in his podcast with Cole Cabana, and he mentioned he was on the phone with Vince McMahon, and Vince said, "Okay, you're going to work Taker at WrestleMania," and he was like, "Cool. Who's going to go over?" And he was like, "Well, Taker will." And then he was like, "Well, who's going to be at work the next day?" And Vince was like, "Well, you will be at work." And then he stopped the whole reenactment of the phone call, and he was like, "Well, right now I got to think to myself, my stock is plummeting in the view, or in the eye of the casual viewer. So Wyatt and all these guys, right? They're just gonna job to Taker and Kane. So when Taker goes away, okay, fine, I give it credit to Kane, he's there all the time. But what does that do for Wyatt? I mean, like, he can cut a kick-ass promo like that, right?
Yeah.
People will be like, "Oh, I'm scared of you." Then he's gonna lose to Taker, come back to Raw the next day, and when he cuts the same, like a scary-ish promo again, who's gonna be taking him seriously? Who? He branded himself the new face of fear at Mania when he jumped to Taker. He lost. So he comes back, well, the old face of fear won. So who are you now? What does that make you? That's what
and
I
he still
hate.
classes himself as the new face of fear.
I just hate that WWE does that. The whole model's changed.
It's a very interesting point. I think this whole storyline at the minute will only help enhance. I'm saying the storyline, not the match.
Right.
And the whole build-up will help enhance Bray Wyatt even more.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I've never actually thought about the match. I think Undertaker and Kane will win it.
Right.
So then again, it leaves exactly what you just said. It leaves like, okay, so what's happening with Bray Wyatt now? He's still not the new face of fear in a sense.
Exactly.
So
he can't get his rematch.
Sense. But the whole build-up and story, I think, is just enhancing his character.
Okay.
But he needs the win. His team. He needs to pin the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Clean.
Exactly.
Even if it's a day victory and it's still cool, but if he wants to be put over as the new face of fear, he needs to, at some stage soon, if it's not Survivor Series, if it's a Mania next year or whatever, he needs to beat the Undertaker clean.
Exactly. I mean,
100%.
Or what are you doing? I mean, remember I mentioned to you a long time ago before we started doing these podcasts, it was actually my brother who mentioned it as a fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah.
If you're going to have all these part-timers coming in and then fucking with the guys who are actually working every single day for your company, right? And these guys are starting to get pissed off and leave, like Punk did, why don't you make a belt specifically for these part-timers? Let them have their, what do you want to call it, like dream matches. You know, like, they tend to put, like, for example, as an Undertaker in the last Hell in a Cell, that pay-per-view, they were the main event.
Yeah.
Why don't you put a belt on it? Or why don't you not make it the main event? Have your dream match, have their belt, so, you know, it still gives it more credibility than a mid-card match. And then have your WWE champion at the end of Hell in a Cell raise his championship
in a
belt.
Hell in a Cell match.
Exactly.
well.
Exactly. Raise the championship up when the logo comes in the bottom and let it fade away
Yeah.
with your champion.
No, I absolutely get that. I don't know how saying about the part-time belt. It's a good idea, but I don't know if it will work. I don't know really, but it's definitely a good.
It's the same. Okay, I didn't really watch when the hardcore championship was at its peak,
Right.
right?
Oh,
So
love that championship. Anyway,
exactly.
yeah.
So I'm sure that wasn't contested on every pay-per-view, was it?
Not that I can remember, but it was cool. It could be defended anywhere, at any time.
That was really cool.
that
When
was
I'm watching
amazing.
back, like
They'll probably,
highlights of that,
because
was
if
amazing.
you do your part-time belt, they'll probably say, "Oh no, the part-time championship can only be defended in a 20-minute schedule on Raw because it's part-time." Don't know if that'll work, but yeah,
It will give something back to the main roster, like these guys. Like okay, look at Rusev, right? What's he gonna do now? Guys like Kevin Owens, like okay,
he's another
okay,
one that could be in that tournament match.
that is
Rusev.
true. That's actually true. Actually, that's a good point. You have Rusev and you have a guy like Kevin Owens. You have both of them feuds with John Cena, and Rusev beat Cena, didn't he?
Rusev.
I'm sure he did at a pay-per-view.
Was it a Mania? I think
Honestly,
he beat.
can't remember.
Well, no, Cena won at Mania. I think
of
Cena
course.
won. I think Cena won the belt off Rusev at Mania, the
Jesus.
US.
Anyway, you
We
had
may
Kevin
be wrong,
Owens.
but I'm sure that was the case.
Kevin Owens as well, beating Cena. And then you're just gonna bury them back in the mid card?
Yeah, true. Oh, Owen should have beaten Cena for the US title, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Really should have. But anyway, we do a lot of bitching about Cena, don't we? Just leave it there. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I totally agree what you said there about the champion, the WWE champion, should be main eventing
Every single
every
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view, and the WWE champion needs to be the last person seen as the show ends and fades away. Should be your
Exactly.
champion, always be your champion, because he's the man, he's the face of your company at that
Yeah.
time.
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing if your face is not going to be your face? But you're saying he is. I don't get it.
No, definitely. You can also go to the games as well. Like this really pissed me off. As much as I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, like all them legends, why is Stone Cold on the front of that game?
Why?
Seth Rollins should be on the front of that game.
What pisses me off more? Like, I know we should do a podcast on the game itself, but
Which we probably will do.
what pisses me off more is you're gonna brand it with Stone Cold, etc., right? Give him the showcase, fine, I get it. But then you have him on the title screen, and then the moment you go past it, you see Seth Rollins branded everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So why couldn't he just be the cover?
Yeah, it should have been. It should have been Seth Rollins. Or at least it should be someone from your current roster.
Exactly.
Not a legend. Like even if it was John Cena was on it last year, but even if it was Cena this year, it'd make more sense than Austin.
Definitely.
As much as I wouldn't want to see Cena on the front of my game. Again, yes. Yeah, but that's another frustrating thing about WWE, isn't it? They don't use their WWE champion in the right way.
No.
Very frustrating. As we're on bitching about WWE, another thing on Raw, they showed little highlights of past Survivor Series. So they showed, I think, 2005 where Orton, I think he pinned Michaels. Anyway, they showed last year's one. So it was Team Cena versus Team Authority.
Right.
And if I remember right, Team Cena won. The Authority were out of power.
Okay.
That only lasted a couple of weeks. But anyway, and so they showed the match. They showed Ziggler's heroic performance where he won the match. But they didn't show one massive thing in the history of wrestling. What goes down as a massive thing in the history of wrestling. Sting debuting. They didn't mention it. They didn't show it. They only needed to show a glimpse of his face or something and say, he actually interfered in that match.
Exactly.
He cost the Authority that match.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
But it was interesting. They didn't do that, and I think did you say earlier before we were recording this about you saw a rumor he was leaving or he's not coming back?
Well.
Sting?
this was just some guy in a Facebook group,
Oh, right, okay.
but the fact is that that I read that first, and then I didn't even pay any attention to it,
Mm.
and then you mentioned, oh yeah, they didn't even
Show
show him.
Sting,
Like,
yeah.
why wouldn't you show him unless there is some sort of issue? But the guy, he still must be, nursing injuries from the
Oh,
Rollins
yeah,
match.
yeah,
So,
bad time in that match, didn't he?
oh god,
His body went through hell. But yeah, I thought it was strange. But then you said about that thing, but we read up tonight that
yeah.
there's even news for him coming back at Survivor Series. Actually,
Yeah.
even maybe teaming with Taker and Kane. That's the other one.
So 3 and 4.
Could be, but then you can throw Ambrose in there, so it could be 4 and 4.
Now,
Sting.
see, if you put Sting there,
It would
does
be odd to
Ambrose?
it's
Yeah.
odd to have Ambrose there. Oh, who could be your other legend?
Does
Oh,
that would be good for the goddamn fucking Wyatts. Yeah, they get to fight these guys, but they have to go over. They have to win.
just going to jump in there. You said earlier about not being a massive fan of the Wyatts.
Right.
They've dominated our show.
That is true.
They've absolutely
That is
dominated
true.
it. Just throw it out there.
No, I watched the Wyatts wrestle.
Yeah.
I think they're good.
Yeah.
If the gimmick is hard for someone like me to latch onto. It really is. And it's not me saying that I'm too old for wrestling or whatever. Obviously not, because I do these podcasts. But the fact is, I can't get behind them. Like I said before, if Paul Bearer came out with the Undertaker for the first time, like, this guy does not die and undead, etc. It's just because I guess I was young at the time, and this guy has this amazing career. I can go along with it. So I may be a right dick to say that.
What you need to do is follow the buzzards. Anyway, but let's run out of time a bit. Let's go straight back to that match. So if Sting is the third person, who will be the fourth? You need to have a legend there, don't you, really?
It will not be The Rock. It can't be The Rock. I wouldn't want to see The Rock in that match.
Yeah.
He would just hog the limelight.
Yeah, true. Very true. Oh.
I like The Rock, but he would hog that match. It can't be Austin. You know that.
No, it won't be Punk. No, it's tough, isn't it? Interesting one. We can't just sit here and...
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So maybe I'll tell you what we'll do after this. We'll do a Twitter poll.
Nice.
Who will get a random 4 wrestlers, put it on a poll, if you can do 4, I think you can. Put it on a poll and see what our followers...
Nice.
All our 10 followers think.
Yes, guys, you need to follow us. Then you can participate in these great polls.
We'll say it now. Follow us at We Lie Cheat Bitch on Twitter, and then you can join in on that poll. But so we'll put some superstars there and see what all our 10 followers so far will say about that. But let's move on from that match then.
Cool.
I want to mention the Divas match on Raw.
Right.
Last week I moaned and bitched about how WWE aren't using the Divas division well. We saw the same 6 Diva tag matches for the last month or 2. But this week they had a fatal 4-way to determine the number 1 contender to face Charlotte at Survivor Series. What a match. Really good. The crowd actually got to see Sasha Banks on Raw wrestling, who was brilliant. Becky Lynch, Paige, and Brie Bella. Really good match. And that one move that we spoke about.
The top rope.
How good was that?
I can't even describe. What was it? What would you describe that if you had to give it a name?
I was thinking about this earlier. It was like, obviously, trying to think back on the actual move itself. It was like there was a double suplex off the top rope, and then Becky Lynch coming with a power bomb to help it on its way. It just looked really good.
It looked really
Sasha
good.
Banks ended up out the ring. It did make me laugh when Michael Cole was like, Sasha Banks, she's outside the ring. Oh, she's gone all the way outside the ring, but she actually hit the canvas and rolled out the ring. Like, it's just not like she didn't go directly out the ring. But
you know what, man? Just since you just mentioned Cole calling something incorrectly. That guy is such a fucking dick. I swear. He calls at least every main event. He says the wrong person hit the wrong person.
Yeah.
At least once. That includes Raw.
He did it on this. I
It was in the Rollins match. It was in the Rollins match.
No, it wasn't. It was back to, I can't even remember the superstars it was, but there was two. I remember watching it, and there was two superstars walking, like obviously they're about to walk out, and it was just backstage and walking.
Right.
And he said, "Oh, so and so on the left, so and so on the right," but he got them the wrong way around. It's
Jesus.
like, you knob, how have you just got that wrong? You utter dick. But anyway,
Jesus, I hate that guy.
yeah. Oh no. I love Michael Cole, but yeah, he does really great on you sometimes. He's like, don't make them mistakes. How are you still here? You've been there for 20 years.
Exactly
what are you doing?
my point.
I don't know, but yeah, I thought we'd mention the Divas because I gave them the division a bit of stick last week, but I thought that match was great, and I'm really looking forward to Paige versus Charlotte. I think Paige is brilliant at the minute. I can't see her winning the match against Charlotte. I think Charlotte will have the belt for a while, but it'd be good to see her in the title picture.
Question for you about Charlotte's reign, right? Do you think there's...
Charlotte's what?
Charlotte's reign.
Oh, reign, okay. Right.
No.
I heard something else.
Do you think Flair has just, like, pushed his daughter in the face of Triple H and be like, we buddies, she's okay, give her the belt. Give her that chance. And we have Flair going, Triple H.
Possibly. I'd like to think not. I'd like to think Charlotte's got there on her actual wrestling abilities.
Yeah. Because she's not a bad wrestler.
She's not bad. I think she's good. I think there's better. But I'd like to think she hasn't been put there because of the Flair name. Or because of her legacy. I think I'd like to think it is through her talent, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Do you remember what DVD was this? I can't remember, and I have a feeling we watched it at your house, but I cannot remember. But Triple H was talking about marrying Stephanie or going out with Stephanie, and he spoke to Taker, who he had a lot of respect for, and in the locker room, Taker was like, well, yeah, the rest of your career would have this, like, underline, like, did he get the title because of Stephanie, etc., etc.
Yeah, being the son-in-law, yeah.
Every time I look at Charlotte, I just see that.
I get that, and to be I see that as well. I've actually thought, are you there because of Flair?
Exactly.
But I do like to think, no, give her a chance. It could be down to her wrestling ability. Oh, God, could you imagine when Cena has a son or something?
We didn't think about that at all.
No, I'm not even going there.
God. No, but
I'll stop watching wrestling.
Isn't he, is it Nikki that he's married or going out with?
Yeah.
Doesn't he always bitch about, I want kids, and he doesn't because of his last marriage?
He doesn't want kids or something.
Yeah, Cena, no
does.
kids, please.
Can you imagine? That he will go and tie Cena's record or beat Cena's record?
Jesus Christ.
But Raw as well had the 5-on. It's hard to talk about this match now. Team Rollins versus Team Reigns at Raw because of the injury that we found out about tonight. But that was a good match in itself.
I was so happy they did that. It was such a good main event.
Yeah.
Of course, fine. It's, I guess, a bit predictable because it's coming after the Survivor Series, but
good ending to that.
Good ending. I mean, it's good to see that sort of style when you don't see it. It's not something you see every week, so it's really good to see something like that. I love the fact that they left the three members of the Shield together in the end of
that was very good.
Match.
That was very good.
That's what I was telling you earlier. Like when we first heard about the injury, like these three guys, they came up together, NXT, etc. Like, now there's no Cena. They're running Raw. Like you know, McMahon and Triple H said, these are the three guys that I want at the end of the match, at the end of my Raw, to be there.
Yeah.
And, they were there, and now when they just got to the top, one of them is just going to disappear.
Such a shame. I'm a massive fan of all three of them. I think it's great to see them three closing Raw.
Yeah.
It's really good. And you're always going to look at them as the Shield. But exactly. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I was going to mention something else about that match. I thought the whole match actually was a very good match.
Yeah.
Owens in it, he was great. He was just trash talking Ambrose the whole way through that match. It was brilliant. But right at the beginning of the match was Seth Rollins coming out, and you had the I was going to say 3MB then. Oh my God. You had the New Day. Did you see them dancing to?
So good.
How
So
good
good.
was that? That was
So good.
Big E just doesn't look
Because
right.
he's so
massive.
big. That's the
It's
point.
brilliant.
To see a big guy like that acting
Yeah, yeah.
stupid. Well, not stupid, but how can we put
Playing
it?
that character.
Yeah, there we
it's
go.
brilliant. Credit to him. I thought
It is hilarious.
I thought that was so funny. I love them guys. They crack me up every week. I know you're not a fan of them.
There was a time where we both agreed that these guys are fucking shit.
Yeah, when they first put them three together, I thought,
first
what are
gimmick.
they doing? Yeah, I was like, what are they doing? Because you had Big E, who was actually a very good mid card
Yeah,
wrestler,
he
and then
established himself.
and all of a sudden they're together. I was like, that's such a weird combination. But at first I hated it, and I think everybody else hated it, most of the fans. But now we hear New Day rocks, or
Yeah, so
I think it's really good. They done well. But man, time running out of time.
oh man, shit. We could just go on.
So yeah, we're running out of time now, so we'll have to leave it there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd just like to add, if Seth is listening, we hope so. Hope he gets well soon, man. We're gonna miss you on Raw and all the pay-per-views,
Absolutely.
especially at Mania. And thanks to you guys for listening. Please make sure to follow us on Twitter at We Lie Cheat Bitch, and also check our YouTube channel, We Lie, We Cheat, We Bitch. And remember to press that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
We lie, we cheat,
We
steal.
bitch.
We lie, we cheat,
We
steal. Mama, see now, we got that passion that's lasting long. Mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm. One woman isn't enough, amigo.